Okay, today I'll be talking about how to port forward all the ports on your Xbox 360 or PS3 for that matter. I don't have a PS3, but it should work for that, so that you don't have to forward each port individually. For, say, if you have Modern Warfare 2 and your NAT is moderate or strict, this will make all your games, including Modern Warfare 2, set to open NAT. First step is you want to go to Start, search CMD to get into command prompt. You want to type in ipconfig /all, and I'm sure some of you have done this before. What you're looking for is your IPv4 address. My computer's IPv4 address ends in .58, and the reason we're looking for this is you want your 360 to be a different address. It can't be the same, or else the network can't communicate to both of them because it wouldn't know which one's which. Your subnet mesh should be default 255.255.255.0. Your default gateway should be 192.168.1.1, and then you want to make sure to copy down these DNS servers right here because you will need them later for setting up your static IP for your Xbox 360. This concludes our first part, and we're going on to how to set up your static IP in 360, and then followed by the actually inputting the DMZ. Okay, this is the second part of the tutorial. I'm going to turn on my 360 so you can see that my Xbox Live account logs in instantly, and then I'll show you where you set up the information we got in part 1. Okay, that's my Xbox Live account signing in right when it goes to the dashboard. You want to go to my Xbox, system settings, down to network settings, configure network, and then you want to do the first section. If it's set to automatic, you want to go to manual. First you want to set up your IP address. You can choose anything between 1 and 99, or I believe it's 100, that wasn't your computer or any computer on the network. So for this tutorial we're using .55, so the IP address for your 360 that you're setting up, so it's a static IP address, meaning it's the same address every time it starts up, is 192.168.1.55, and then your subnet mask is default 255.255.255.0. Default gateway is 192.168.1.1, just like we saw in the command prompt on the computer. So that section's done. Next you want to go to your DNS settings, go into manual configuration. Primary DNS is the one that you wrote down when we went into command prompt. Mine happens to be this, and then your secondary. You don't absolutely need a secondary, but it is recommended. That's my secondary DNS server. After that's set up, you hit done. And then if you do get disconnected, just test again and it'll reconnect. Okay, this is part 3 of opening all the ports on your Xbox 360 through DMZ. You want to open your Internet Explorer, and once it's up, you want to go to 192.168.1.1, and this brings you to the home page of your router, so you can configure your DMZ. I'm using Netgear, happens to be in WAN setup. So here it is, default DMZ server. You want to put in the static IP address we set for your Xbox 360. In this tutorial we're using .55 at the end. You want to make sure it's enabled and hit apply. And that's it, your DMZ server set up. All the ports are open on your 360 all the time, and it's fine because it's not like anyone's gonna hack your 360 or load a virus into it, so it's perfectly safe. And when you sign in, you instantly sign in and all your NATs are open now. Thanks for watching and have a great life.